Hello and welcome. My name is Gillian, and in this video we are going to be talking all about budgeting, and specifically how to get started budgeting. Even if you've never budgeted before, and especially if you aren't really sure if you can stick to a budget. I'm going to be sharing with you a step-by-step plan for exactly what you need to do in order to create your first budget and actually stick to it. Alright, so the first part of this process is you need to decide or get clear about exactly why you want to have a budget. Because there are different reasons why people might have a budget, and what your reason for wanting to have a budget is will really influence how you go about budgeting and your goals for your budget and exactly what you choose to include or not include in your budget. So step one is simply decide or get clear about why you want to budget. Now the second step is to track your current spending. So before you decide how much you want to spend on anything, before you try to go on a financial diet, before you try to make any shifts or start working towards any goals, you simply need to track your current spending. And there are two reasons for this. First of all, you have to get in the habit of tracking your spending because it will be impossible for you to stick with your budget in the future if you can't even track your spending. And then the second reason is because you need to get a realistic idea of how much you're actually spending on different categories in your life so that you are able to make a realistic budget that will fit your lifestyle and won't be too drastic of a change. The third step might be very simple or a little bit more complicated, and that is simply to figure out your current income. Now, if you just are working one job and you're an employee, then it's probably pretty easy. On the other hand, if you work several jobs, or if you're self-employed, or if you have income coming in from different sources, it might be a little bit more complex. But it's really important that you do get clear about how much money you're actually making, because that will help you understand what you need to base your budget around, how much money you have available to spend, and if you're trying to reach a certain saving goal, how much money you need to spend and still have enough left to save every month to reach that goal. So we need to get clear about how much money you actually have available, how much income you have, and it needs to be your after-tax income, your actual spendable income, not your gross income, but your take-home pay. Step number 4 is to set some personal financial goals, because you've decided what your purpose for this budget is, why you want to budget, and chances are that has something to do with some goals. Like there's some reason why you want to have this budget, some goals that you're trying to achieve. So you need to actually formulate those goals, figure out specifically what they are so that you can design a budget that will help you get closer to them. Some examples of these goals may include saving a certain amount of money for retirement, or saving for a big trip, saving a certain amount of money for a down payment to be able to buy a house, or saving to start a business. Now, if you've decided to set one of these saving goals, then the 5th step will be to decide how much money you want or need to save every single month in order to be able to reach that goal. Now, of course, you also have to decide how long you're going to take to reach that goal, how much time you have available, or how quickly you want to reach it, and then simply take the amount of money that you're trying to save, divide it by the number of months that you have available to save it in, and that is the amount of money that you need to save every single month. Now, just a random little tip, something you might want to keep in mind here is, let's say you're trying to save a certain amount of money for retirement, some really big goal, a really big number, a large amount of money, and you divide that large amount of money by the amount of time that you have to actually save the money. Let's say, for example, that you want to retire in 20 years and you need $1 million to retire. So you divide that $1 million by the 20 years and you look at that number of how much money you need to save every single month, and you just think, what? How could I possibly save that much money? Like, I don't even make that much money a month. So, and you might think that then it's impossible for you to achieve that goal. Well, it probably actually still is possible, but you'll need to add in some additional tactics in order to actually save that money. You'll need to use some different types of investing in order to multiply the money that you're saving. Because simply stocking that money away in a jar or under your mattress or even in a low yield bank account isn't probably going to be enough to save a very large amount of money. So again, just a side note, but keep that in mind. If it seems like your financial goal is impossible, it's probably not, but it does go beyond the scope of this video. Okay. Okay, now step number 6 is where we actually get into the part of the process that you probably think of when you're doing a budget, and that is to organize your different financial categories. So for example, you need to spend money on groceries, you need to spend money perhaps on clothes, on your utilities, on your rent or your mortgage. So you just need to make a list of all of those different categories before you even decide how much you're going to spend on this or on that. You just need to have a complete picture of where your money is even going to go. Step number 7 is to decide how much money you're actually going to spend in each of those categories. So you take your total income, let's say you make $4,000 a month, and then first you subtract off how much money you're going to save each month. So let's say you're planning to save $400 every month. That'd be 10%. And then with that money that's left over, $3,600 every month, you get to divide that money between all of your different expenses. Now, some of your expenses right now might be fixed. For example, perhaps you have a lease that you have to pay the same amount every month, so you'll have to plug those numbers in first. Now, after you plug those numbers in, then you get to play around with the rest of it, decide how much you're going to spend on groceries or clothes or all of those things that you are currently easily in control of. But when you look at that complete financial picture, it might make you want to make some changes going forward. Like maybe you decide you're spending too much money on your car or on your house right now and you'd like to downsize. Or you see that maybe there's kind of some money left over that right now you've been wasting on clothes that you don't need or other random stuff, and instead you could be putting that into your housing payment and either paying off your mortgage faster or else move and live simply in a nicer place. However, I highly recommend that you don't try to make any big changes right away, but instead simply try to make a budget that really reflects your current spending first and then make small changes from there. And then the final little step, which you may have already taken care of back in step number 2 when you were tracking your spending, is if you haven't already, you need to choose an app to track your spending or else get some sort of notebook or other financial planner so that you can actually keep track of how much money you're spending and stick to your budget. Okay, so those are the 8 things that you need to do in order to set up your budget and get started budgeting. But before we go, I want to share with you 3 common mistakes that people make when they are budgeting for the first time so that you can avoid these mistakes. Now, the first mistake that people make is that they budget based on their gross income. So they don't budget based on their take-home after-tax income, but instead they say, oh, I make $60,000 a year, so they budget based on that. Chances are you're spending a few $1,000s every year on taxes, so make sure you're not planning to also spend that money on groceries or clothes. The second common mistake that plenty of people make is that they set unrealistic goals for their budget. They think, I want to slash my spending, I want to save $1,000 every month or $4,000 every month or something crazy like that. And they say, I'm going to live on this tiny little bit of money every month, going to be super minimalistic, but it's way different than their current lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying that that's impossible, but chances are you're going to feel pretty restricted and uncomfortable, and you might even start spending out of rebellion to the budget that you've imposed on yourself. So it's better to start with either your current budget, like just your actual normal spending and simply tracking that, or else to simply cut back a little bit in one area where you're spending too much, or a little bit throughout a few different categories. And then the third common mistake that a lot of people make when they're starting to budget is that they fail to plan for large expenses that are going to crop up. So sometimes you know ahead of time that you are going to need to invest in a certain something, okay, whether that be a new car you're planning to buy or a down payment for your house, and they don't take that into consideration and actually start saving for that ahead of time. Other times you don't necessarily know something is going to happen, but you should be able to guess that it will happen. Something like car trouble, or maybe you need to pay your insurance for your driving every 6 months. Okay, that's a bill that you know is going to come around, so you need to make sure that you are saving for it ahead of time so that it doesn't surprise you. Alright, well that is everything for this video, all about how to get started budgeting. So I've got 2 questions I want to ask you today. The first one is, are you currently budgeting? And if not, why not? Like, what exactly is the problem that makes it challenging for you to budget? Because I know there are plenty of reasons why why budgeting is tough. I tried to budget for a long time, fairly unsuccessfully, and I had all sorts of reasons why. I mean, everything from I couldn't really remember to actually track my spending, to I was, trying to restrict myself too much. So I just felt like I couldn't stick to the budget. I wanted to spend way more than I was budgeting for. All sorts of different reasons why budgeting was hard. So comment below and tell me why budgeting is hard for you. And then finally, I'm curious if you want to see more videos on budgeting and money in the future. And if so, would you be more interested in seeing my personal family budget or my business budget and like how I spend money in my business? Comment below and let me know, because that was obviously lots of ideas and I want to know what you think. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. Of course, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you click the button down below and subscribe, because I make 2 videos every single week and I would love to have you join me for the next one. Hit that like button if you like this video and you want to see more videos on money and budgeting in the future. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you are having an amazing week and I look forward to seeing you again next time.